When a song hits hundreds of millions of views, it usually relies on a catchy hook. But underneath that bouncy rhythm of Kaka's hit track, there's a surprisingly painful contradiction hiding in plain sight. This chart shows the specific aesthetic obsession detailed in the lyrics. On the left side, we see her tally of preferences rapidly filling up with one color: a black scooty, a black laptop, a black suit, and jet black hair. But look at the opposite side of this exact same chart. Despite surrounding herself with that dark aesthetic, she keeps her distance from the narrator for one specific reason: his dark skin complexion. The lyrics build a tight, uncomfortable tension here. He is pointing out the modern hypocrisy of a culture that commodifies dark aesthetics while perpetuating traditional colorism in actual romance, leaving him entirely isolated. To process the sting of that ancient bias, the song takes an unusual path. It starts by calling out the specific modern technology she uses to ignore him, and then traces that pain all the way back into centuries-old Punjabi folklore. The rejection is firmly grounded in the digital age. The lyrics specifically mention her casually snapping and uploading photos from her Samsung phone, treating Heartbreak as just another piece of social media content. In classical Punjabi literature, Mahiwal is half of the tragic romance Soni Mahiwal, a legendary figure who drowned in a swollen river out of sheer doomed devotion. The singer weaponizes that history. He looks at her endless list of modern followers and wonders how many of them she intends to turn into new, doomed Mahiwals. When the digital world offers no comfort, the narrator's desperation pushes him backward in time. He seeks out a traditional jogi, a mystical ascetic, hoping his palm holds some hidden fortune. The mystic refuses to even look at his hand. The jogi explains that fate written in palm lines is irrelevant for a man whose heart has already been pierced by the direct strike of her gaze. A digital age rejection creates a legendary scale of pain, and the ancient spiritual remedies completely fail to cure it. That spiritual failure rapidly turns into a physical breakdown. The lyrics describe his condition morphing into a hollow, empty cough. He frantically searches for a Vaid, a practitioner of traditional herbal medicine, but quickly realizes no medical expert has a prescription for severe lovesickness. This leads directly into one of the most potent metaphors in Punjabi poetry, the sap, or snake. The singer compares her perfectly lined, dangerous eyes to a coiled serpent. Escaping that mesmerizing strike is as impossible as dodging a venomous bite. The lovesickness has hit a terminal stage. The mystics can't save him, the doctors can't heal him, and the snake has already bitten. The only option left is to drop the tragic routine entirely. He stops playing the doomed victim. The heavy, poetic suffering lifts, and the lyrics pivot sharply into a distinctly playful, culturally grounded humor. Instead of begging, he lays a trap. If she needs a socially acceptable excuse to visit his village, he actually offers to go through the incredible trouble of organizing a mela, a massive, sprawling rural fair just for her. For generations in rural Punjab, these fairs functioned as vital community hubs and, importantly, provided rare, chaotic cover for young lovers to interact away from strict family eyes. He even builds a pious alibi into the plan. He suggests setting up the fair right next to the local dargah, or Sufi shrine, giving her a flawless spiritual cover story for the trip. With the trap set, he casually suggests she can use the trip to discreetly evaluate her future in-laws, all while enjoying a plate of freshly fried pakoras. And to guarantee the mood stays light, he makes sure the vendor adds bhang, a traditional edible cannabis taste, into the snacks, sealing his transition from heartbroken poet to a grinning trickster. The song succeeds globally because it travels so smoothly across timelines. Kaka takes the cold digital rejection of a smartphone notification and filters it through ancient mystics, snake venom, and rural fairs. It proves that while the devices we use to break hearts change, the cultural tools we use to laugh off the pain survive completely intact.